Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Gamble with Jimmy. Thank you for joining me. We're going to have a really good tutorial for you today. This is probably going to be the best video ever made for Baccarat players for a free tutorial. Right now, I'm going to show you some really cool way to help your way of playing. For those of you that just typically play a basic way of playing and there's really nothing special about the way you play, this will help a lot of you. Now keep in mind, I am not going to be able to share with you on everything that I know. You will be able to access a private training to improve your win rate 33%. Now, it's not just me throwing that out there. That's actually a fact based on the history of the data. When I first started playing Baccarat, guys, I was a losing player. I would just go in there. I was betting every hand. My bet sizing was all screwed up. Now, I had to figure out my bet sizing through experience on my own. So as I improved as a player, the first thing that I improved with was the betting, how much I need to bet. I tried all different ways of bet styles. So that just came from experience. And but I still was a losing player even doing that. I did improve, but I still overall would lose more money than I was earning. So I was determined to get better at this game. And then I started coming up with different type of strategies, and then I came up with a way to play that just completely changed everything for me. And it's a very patient way to play, but also what comes from experience. When I put these strategies together, I also was able to get really good at knowing which strategy to switch to during the course of the shoe. So when you put the whole combination together, and you also have to learn discipline. So if you put the money management, if you can perfect money management, if you can perfect bet sizing, if you could perfect knowing what strategy to switch to that gives you the higher win rate, and then last but not least, if you have a trigger system where you're only betting specific times to come in, it all equals to 33% win rate higher than what I used to be. And that 33% has made me a winning player. Now, instead of losing the majority of the time, I always expect to win in this game. It's actually very rare that I lose when I play this game. Now, I'm not going to win every hand. All right, so let's go ahead and get into today's tutorial. But I do want to share with you guys how you're going to get the training. Go to gamblewithjimmy.com. Gamblewithjimmy.com. It's very simple. Just get to the website, gamblewithjimmy.com. When you're on the website, click on the training options up here on the top left. And the one that you want that has everything that you need is this one right here. This is called the Baccarat Total Package. It's very affordable. It pays for itself. It's going to teach you everything that you need to know. All right. Now, some of you guys out there, most of you guys who have bought this, I would say about 50% of you have went and bought this Baccarat player trigger. This is just a separate strategy that's not included in the total package, because I recently made this one. This is just a new strategy that I put out there, and about 50% of the people that bought this have actually bought this now. So it's just a good little extra strategy, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get started with our tutorial. Thank you for letting me do that. That supports the channel, and I appreciate all of you who do support the channel. All right. Let's go, and what we're going to do today, we're going to be on a $25 table. All right? Now, this strategy allows you to play every single hand. You do not have to take off anything. You don't have to take off when it's a tie. You don't have to take off when it's a long run. It doesn't matter. You're going to bet a quarter minimum bet. Just watch the way I play it, okay? Don't have to win every hand. You're not going to win every hand. It doesn't matter, okay? Nobody's going to win every hand. That's impossible, okay? All right, so we lost, right? So now what we're going to do, we're going to go up a quarter on the same side that we lost with. Okay, we're going to win that one, okay? So we're going to just stay on this side. Now, I always like to stay with player as long as I can because it's the only side that you don't have to pay a commission. And people have all this in their head that banker wins more than player. That's not true. Okay, that's a tie, so just repeat it. Okay, so we're going to lose there, so I'm going to do the same thing again. Okay, so we lost 2 in a row now. Okay, so we're going to look at the board for the first time. And the board really doesn't mean anything right now. There is no rhyme or reason to what's going on. There's no advantage that we have in any way. So we're just going to go ahead and just stay with player. Now we lost. You always need to analyze how much are you down? And the answer is $75, right? So a lot of you guys would put 150 here. Now you don't have to do that, especially when you're first starting off, okay? So we're down 75. So what I would end up doing is I would put about a $35 bet here. Okay, we're going to lose again. And now we're going to look at the board and we're going to say, okay, we got a little baby run with banker. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll go on banker. I'll go with the momentum and I'll go 50. Okay, so the momentum won. Okay, so I'll look at the board again and I'll say, okay, I'll do it again. And I got to do my minimum because I can't go any lower. Okay, and now it breaks to player. All right, so now what I would do is say, okay, let me go ahead now and bet player. I'm going to at this point of this shoe, you cannot identify which strategy to play. There is no possible way. There is nothing that gives us any advantage here based on this short amount of time on this shoe. I always tell you that you need at least 25% to start recognizing that. So at this point, we're just guessing. There is no expert here saying what side it's going to be. So we're just going to go with player. We're all just guessing here, okay? So we're going to go player, but it's the bet sizing that we're focused on, all right? So we're down about $75 or $63. We're down $63. So I'm just going to bet 50% of that. Okay, I'm going to win. Now I'm only down $33. Okay, so I'm not trying to worry about getting all my money back right now. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to go with a chop here. I'm just guessing. There is nothing about that board that has given me any advantage. So I'm going to go with banker for only a quarter, the minimum. Okay, I'm going to be wrong. I'm just guessing. Now I'm going to say, okay, I'll try player because player seems to be on a winning streak. Now I'm down $60. So how much am I going to bet? I'm just going to bet 35. Okay, I'm going to lose again. Okay, so now it's switched. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go with player. We're going to go with a chop. Okay, I'm just going to try one time on a chop. Now if it comes down again, I'm going to now start picking up on what the board is doing. I'm going to start seeing what the board is doing. But I'm not 100% yet. Okay, so I'm going to go with a chop here with player. I'm down 83 or $93. Okay, so we're starting to get down a little bit. All right, so I'm going to go with the chop. I'm going to go player and I'm going to go $50. Okay, oh, that win just got stolen from us, 9-9. So we'll just repeat it. Okay, we got that one. Okay, so we're down about $40, guys. $40. All right. Now, a lot of you guys would have lost that one at the casino. A lot of you guys would have lost that one. You know why you guys would have lost that one? Because you're focused on this drop that Banker did. And when you're here, you're going, Banker is going to come and drop again. Okay? There's nothing about this shoe that tells us. This is a mixed thing going on here. You got a couple drops, you got a couple chops. Okay? We're guessing. This is the type of board where you're just guessing right now. There's nothing about this board that really helps us. So we have to guess. But guessing is 50% of the game. There's no advantage here at this moment. So we're relying on our bet size to keep us in the game without getting destroyed. So what are we going to do here? Well, we're going to go with the chop. Okay, we're just going to go a quarter on Banker. Okay, we're going to lose. So we're going to say, okay, now everybody right now at the casino is going to bet player here. Why are they going to bet player? Because they're looking at what player did last time. Oh, last time player came down 3 times. I'm not saying that it won't. I'm saying that you're just guessing. It doesn't work like that where it always just repeats what it did. So we're going to go with the chop. I don't care if it did this before. If I lose, I lose. It's 50%. I'm just focused on analyzing how much I need to bet. That's all I care about. Okay, so I'm down 70. So I'm going to go $35 on Banker. I'm going to go with the chop, and I'm going to go 35. Okay, I win, you lose. I win, you lose. Everybody at the casino would have bet player there. So you guys know that I always teach you, do not look back at do not analyze it to where you're going, oh, player did this last time, or it's done this every single time, or Banker's done this every single time. No, we don't play like that. We do not play like that. What we try to do is we try to analyze it from here to here and look at what the majority of the board is doing, and then we pick our strategy. Okay? We're just trying to stay in the game right now by betting smart. We're going to go with player. We're going to stay with a chop. Okay, we're down $35, and that's exactly what we're going to bet on player. Okay? We're just trying to stay in the game. Okay, we're going to get that win, guys. And just like that, we're back to even. We didn't even have to bet big. We're playing a professional betting money management way. Okay? We're at getting close to that 25% range, and we can start kind of getting an idea what this board is doing. Okay? So what this board is doing, the answer is it's chopping and it's dropping. It's doing both. So which system would work right now? Well, I tell you, the system that would work right now would be the 3-drop, would be the chop system without when you get to one side that drops 3 times, I would take that one off. I would not bet. Okay? I would just not bet. So I would stay with a chop until one side wins 3 times in a row. And then I would stop and wait for it to do whatever it's going to do. That's the way I would attack this right now. Okay, that's exactly what I would analyze at the moment. Okay, so I'm just going to go with the chop right now. All right, I'm going to go 25 on Banker. Okay, I'm going to lose 6-5. Okay, all right, I'm going to go with the chop again. I'm only down a quarter, so I'm just going to try to go with a quarter win right now because I'm just playing small ball right now. I'm going to go a quarter on Banker. Okay, I'm going to lose 8-7. All right, so what are we going to do now? We're going to chill out because player won 3 times in a row. Okay, so that's a 0-0. We're just going to repeat it. Okay, that's another tie. We're just going to repeat it. Okay, so player won, and now player's on this winning streak. Okay, so we're just going to chill out until this is done. Okay, so banker won. All right, so it's switched. So what are we going to do? We're going to go back to our chop. We're going to go back to our chop right now. Okay, so we're going to go player, and we're down 50 bucks. So we're going to bet 50 bucks on player. Okay, we're going to win with player. Okay, and now we're back to even. Now we're not winning any money, but we're learning of which strategy we want to go to, and that's when we're really going to start to win money. But this is a very, very, very tricky board. So what we're doing is we're saying, well, this is not the best board in the world for us. Okay, this is not the best board in the world for us because it's really a mix of drop chop. So what we're going to do is we're going to just continue to hang on. We're just going to hang on. Okay, we're either going to switch tables to go to a different table that has a better board if you have available seat. But if you're comfortable, like right now, I would not move my table. I would not move because I'm comfortable in my chair. I'm comfortable at the casino. I haven't lost anything. And I'm just going to, the board's most likely going to switch eventually. So I'm just going to hang on, and I'm going to go with the chop here for a quarter on, I believe that's banker, right? Yep, banker for a quarter for the chop. Okay, 5-5 tie, just repeat it. Okay, so we're going to get the win, okay? Now, I haven't really been able to show you a lot of the tricks that I wanted to show you in this video yet, but hang in there. Okay, so now we're going to go to the chop again. We're going to go player, and now we're up 24. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go 2 units now. So we're going to see if we can get on a win streak here, and we want to start getting some money. Just like that. Boom. Okay. Now we're at $74. Okay. Now, if you're analyzing this board from here to here, it's a mixed board. It's a mixed board. I think you have a little more chops going on than anything else. So I think that we're playing pretty smart, and we're just going to stick to the chop system right now. Okay, so we're going to go with banker, and we're only going to do a quarter now because we're up 74, and we don't want to give back all our profits right now. Okay, because it was so hard just to get up 74 on this board. So we're going to go with banker for a quarter. Okay, and we're going to win. And now we're up $98. And now you guys are starting to see it's becoming more of a chop board. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue with the chop. We're just going to do a quarter on player. Okay, we're going to lose. So we're going to stay with the chop, and we're going to do player again. But this time we're going to go 50 on player. Okay, we're going to lose 6-9. All right, and now what are we going to do? We're going to stay away from the side that has 3 wins in a row. We're not messing with any bets right now. Banker wins. Banker is going to continue to do its thing. We're just going to sit back and let banker do its thing. Okay? And then we're going to reevaluate everything in a minute. Okay, so player gets its win. And now you have another long drop to add to the equation. Okay, so what's happening here is, again, you have a very mixed board. Now, another way that you could play this board would be play the winner. Play the winner. Because if you play the winner, a lot of times you're going to have losses. Play the winner, you lose. 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 Play the winner, you win. 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 Play the winner, you lose. So you're going to still have losses, but overall, you're going to be successful because why? Your bet sizing, your money management. Okay? So what are we going to do here? We're up only 23. We're going to go ahead and do double that bet. We're going to double it because we want to see if we can get back to the $75 profit. So what are we going to do here? We're going to play the chop. We're going to play the chop. We're going to go with banker for 50. Okay, we're going to lose. So now we have player win. We're going to play the chop again. Okay, so now I'm going to do my first bet. I'm down. Let's see what we're down. We're only down a quarter. We're only down a quarter. So we're going to just do a quarter on banker. Okay, guys, this is the best money management you will see on YouTube when it comes to Baccarat. Okay, these losses do not matter. They don't matter. Okay, they don't. What happens when we see 3 on this board? We're not going to bet it. Okay, player wins again. Banker wins. Okay, we're going to go with the chop. We're going to go with player. We're down 50, so we're going to bet 50 on player. Okay, we're going to get the win. Okay, we're only down $2. And the board is doing the exact same thing again. Okay, so whether we play the chop or we play the winner, both of them would work the way that we're playing it. Both of those ways would work. This would not be the best board in the world. Now, there is a strategy in our training. In our training, private training access that you get through my website, gamblewithjimmy.com. That would be the best to play this board, but I can't share that with you. But there is a strategy that would be better than the strategy that we're playing here. And you're trained to switch to that strategy based on what the board is doing. You switch to whatever the board is doing. You switch to the strategy that you learn that will give you the best result. All right. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to switch this up to playing the winner. Okay, I don't think it's going to hurt us at all. So we're just going to start playing the winner now. All right, so we're down $2. So we're going to go $25 on player. Okay, 7-7 three-way, you just won $5,000. We had a $25 bet on the Blazing 7. We bet it every single hand. A lot of you guys ask how I afford to do that. Well, I just increase whatever side that I'm betting a quarter, and it pays for it every time. I'm either going to lose $50 if I'm wrong, or I'm going to lose, or I win and I break even with my Blazing 7. But you have to understand, when I finally hit that Blazing 7, my $25 bet just won $5,000 right there. 7-7 three-way card on both sides. 7-7 tie. That is 200 to 1. All right, so we're just going to repeat it. Okay, so banker gets the win, we get the loss, right? So we're going to bet banker now because banker won, and now we're going to go up 50 to 50. Okay, so we're going to lose again. So right now we're trying the winning side, and it's going to what? Just chops. It's going just like it did here. But we're not going to stop. We're going to continue to play the winner. Okay? All right, so we're down $75. So we're going to go with player here. And we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to do 100 on player. Okay, here we go. All right, another chop. So we went to another chops way. Okay? We're going to try the banker one now. Okay? And now we're going to go to 200 on banker. Okay, we're going to lose again. Okay, all chops. As soon as we made the switch to saying, hey, we're trying to catch one of these long runs, it ain't working out right now. We're going to try it with player. Okay, we're down now. We're getting down a little bit. So what we're going to do, we're going to do half of what we're down. So we're down about $370. So we're going to do $175 on player. Here we go. Okay, we're going to lose again. The board just completely went chop. All right, now we're going to make a change. Because here's why. You're supposed to switch strategies every 25%. So from here to here, we were fine. Okay? And then when it got to here, we decided to switch to playing the winner because of what we saw here. And it just went cold where it all went chop. So now we're going to go back to the chop, and we're going to bet a lot bigger now. We're going to bet a lot bigger to get a couple wins. So we're going to go with the chop on blue. We're going to go 200 on player. Okay, we're going to lose. And now we're going to go with the chop on player. And we're going to go 300. And we're going to get the win. Okay. We're going to go the chop on banker. We're down 450. So we're going to do $200 on banker for the chop. Okay, we're going to lose. We're going to go back to the chop on banker. And we're going to do 300. Okay, we're going to get the win. Okay, now we're going to analyze how much we're down. We're down $370. We're going to go with the chop on blue, which is player. And we're down 370. So we're going to do 150, which is half of what we're down on player. We're going to get the win. Okay, we're going to analyze what we're down. We're down $217. $217. We're going to go with the chop on banker. We're down $217. We're going to do 100 on banker. Okay, we're going to lose. We're going to go to 200 on banker for the chop. And we're going to win. We're going to analyze what we're down. We're down $130. We're going to go with the chop on player. We're down 130. So we're going to go $50. Okay, we're going to lose. We're going to go $100. We're going to win. We're going to analyze what we're down. We're down $70. We're going to go with the chop on banker. And we're down $70. So we're going to do $35. Okay, we're going to get the win. We're going to analyze what we're down. We're down $34. $34. We're going to do the chop, which is blue. We're down 34. We're going to do a quarter. Okay, we're going to tie. We're going to get the win. We're down $19. We're going to go with banker. And we're going to do a quarter. We're going to lose. We're going to go to 50. We're going to lose. We're going to look at the board. We see 3 in a row. We're going to stop. Okay, banker gets the win. There's the switch we're looking for. We're going to go with the chop on blue, which is player. We're down $100. We're going to do $50 on player. Let me make sure we're betting the right side. Yep. Okay, we're going to lose. We're going to go 100. We're going to lose again. Okay, 3 in a row again. So we're going to take this one off. Okay, so player is going to get the win. And then so here's what's happened. Look, you had this whole side going all chopping. And now what do you start seeing? You start seeing dropping. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut our 25% from here to here on a chop board. And now we're starting a new 25%, and we're going to go back to playing the winner here. So we're going to play player right here. Okay, we're down again. We're going to do $100 on player. We're going to get the win. So we're going to stay with the player, but we're going to reduce it now to 50. Okay, the winner again. We're going to make it a quarter. We're going to tie. We're going to get the win. We're going to do another quarter. Okay, we're going to lose that one. Now we're only down $100. Okay, so we're going to play the winner on banker. So we're going to go 50 bucks. Okay, we're going to lose player 1, so we're going to go 75. Okay, that's a tie. Repeat it. Okay, there's a win. We're going to play the winner, but we're going to drop it to a quarter. Okay, we're going to lose. We're going to go with the winner. We're going to go 50. Okay, we're going to win. We're going to stay with the winner, reduce it to a quarter. We're going to win again. Just do another quarter. We're going to win again. Just do another quarter. We're going to win again. And we're up $25. Okay, so if I look at this board, that shows you how powerful switching every 25% is. Okay, so that is an excellent, excellent free tutorial. You cannot get any better than that. All right, now a lot of you guys are going to be basing this on how much I won, and you're missing the entire point. You're missing the entire point. This was a very, very difficult board. I guarantee you so many people would have lost so much money on this board. So much money on this board. Because it constantly... I mean, look at the board. You've got the first 25% doing one thing. This 25% completely did more of a chop. This went all chop, this 25%. And then this 25%, you better have switched to playing the winner. This is where, if we don't switch from this, after seeing this 25%, this was all chop. And then as soon as it got here, we switched. And because we switched, we got all our money back. Do you see what I'm saying? All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and win some money here. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quarter on the winner. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to get off the board. Okay. I'm going to look to get off the table. All right. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to get aggressive. I'm going to get aggressive because I want to pay myself for my time right now. So I want to hurry up and get off the table. And I'm going to take, because this session has been so challenging, whenever it's hard to win, take the smallest profit you can take and get off the table. Call it a day. Winning should be easy, never difficult. When things are difficult, the only reason why we survived that was because of our skill level. That was the only reason why. So what we're going to do now, most people would be down between $500 to $1,000 right now. We are even. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and try to get off the table. We're going to stick with the winning side because we're still on that 25%. Okay, so we're going to stick with the winning side, which I believe is player. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to start with increments of 100. Okay, here we go. Okay, we lose. We go with the winner for 200. We win. Stay with the winner for 100. We lose. Go with the winner for 200. We win. Stay with the winner for 100. We win and we finish the shoe and we're cashing out with $290. All because we know how to beat the game. And we have the highest money management. We have the highest bet sizing skills. So you're skilled in money management. You're skilled in bet sizing. You're skilled to identifying the board. You're skilled with knowing the top 4 strategies to play. And you have to get the training because you need to learn the triggers. You need to learn the triggers. We have a system that we do not play every hand. So you have to get that. It's going to change your winning rate 33%. So go to gamblewithjimmy.com, get the training. Once you get the training, guys, you should be able to master this game. There's no excuse for you not to be successful. None. You get so much knowledge from the free tutorial. So yes, you can learn a lot For those of you, a lot of you guys just like to watch it and get the free tutorials, okay? That's totally fine. You support the channel just by watching. But without the people who get the training, I would not even waste my time showing this. It's not worth my time. I like to help people, but I don't need to sit here and give all my tips to everybody for free. You have to get the training for that. If you want the full scale, I don't care what anybody says. They don't know me. They don't know my training. I still get people that make comments. They watch the free tutorials and they say, oh, I played this way and I lost 6 times. I lost 6 in a row. That's what they'll say. I lost 6 hands in a row. I lost 6 times in a row. I tried to play this strategy. They're referring to a free tutorial that doesn't teach them when to come in and when to come in, and they voice it based on the free tutorial. So, how come people who buy my training send me nothing but positive letters that it's changed the entire earnings? Now, I can't control online casinos, guys. So I know a lot of you guys play online. I cannot comment about that. I do not know if some of these online casinos are cheating you. I cannot comment about that because I don't know. I personally do not trust online casinos. Now, I would trust companies like FanDuel if you're playing like live dealer. And I would trust companies like maybe the Hard Rock Casino if you're playing their live dealer. I don't see those type of companies cheating you. So if you are in a state that you can actually do Hard Rock Casino live dealer online, I'm in a state that does not allow that. I can't do any online gambling because I'm in the state of Florida. So for those of you out there that are in a state that allow either FanDuel or Hard Rock Casino, those would be the two that I would probably recommend that would be ethical. Now, I'm sure there's tons of them out there. Matter of fact, in the comments, guys, share your thoughts of that, of your success with these online casinos. If you've had some good experience with them. Now don't give us, like if you played 2 or 3 times, that's not really going to be an experience. But if you've had a long-term history of these online casinos being ethical, share that with the viewers. I don't care because I don't play online, but I'm sure a lot of the viewers will want to read those comments and find out which ones that they could perhaps participate with. Okay, I play live only. I only play at my local casino. That's it. I do travel. Now I tell you one time. Like if you ever make it to the Bahamas, there's a casino over there at the Atlantis Resort. You want to talk about an ethical casino? You go play their craps. You go play their Baccarat. It is 100% legitimate. They are, you would think in a tourist area like the Bahamas, like they might have some kind of cheating scam or something like that where they cheat because there's a lot of tourists there. Matter of fact, they're all tourists. But guys, no, that is not the case, man. They are ethical. Like you play craps, you can win. You play Baccarat, you can win. They're legit. So I'm just telling you, if you're going to go on vacation, go to the Atlantis Resort Casino. Very ethical casino, man. All right, so that's it for today. Get the training, guys. Appreciate the support. Do me a big favor. Hit the like button. Today was a very long video. We didn't win a lot of money. We won $300. But that was probably one of the best videos that you're going to be able to watch that anybody, there's not anybody on YouTube that has my skill level. Not even close. The only way you're going to have my skill level is if you copy me and you learn from me. That's the only way. That is the only way. I don't care. Now, I do have a lot of tricks here that you guys are not seeing. A lot of tricks. Okay? So, but today's episode, I'm very happy to give you that one. That is a nice free tutorial for you guys. Okay? All right. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.